Man, nobody ain't responding. Nobody ain't liking my stuff. I took time to post this. Nobody cares and they don't owe you nothing. Visibility is humbling as visibility is. I want to talk about visibility. Hello and welcome back. My name is The Spy BJ here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, bro. What you doing? All right, so visibility is humbling is what I want to talk about that. All right, so I have been on social medias, the internet since what 2006, a long 20 years. Oh my goodness. I've been on social media for 20 years. Facebook was the original. Right after that I got my YouTube account and was watching YouTube videos, but like actually like social media. I've been on for 20 years. Yes, I'm aging myself. It is what it is. Like once the college students once they allowed what was it? Once the college they did something to allow us high schoolers. I don't know what they did, but baby, we was in the library on Facebook, okay, with all the codes and the long links. One thing about a millennial, we gonna crack a code, we gonna figure it out, we gonna download all the documents. We knew how to get albums off LimeWire, make CDs for our friends. Like one thing we're gonna do is figure it out because we were born in the analog age, and then it quickly became digital, and we just been straddling the fence all our life. I love my life, but visibility is humbling. So for the years that I was on the internet looking but not posting, that was also reflective of where I was mentally in my life. And then just last year, I started and I just came out my show because one thing I'm not is shy. I'm not shy. I just wasn't in a place to share and to post because I was where I was mentally. That's neither here nor there. But once you decide to reemerge or begin for the first time and put yourself out there, visibility is humbling. Now, for me, I don't know if I'm an extrovert. I have no problem talking to anybody in this world. I can connect, relate, or maybe not everybody in this world, but I have no problem talking to anyone in this world. I don't know that if that's what makes me extroverted. I'm not shy, but I get the reason I'm not sure is because I get my energy when I'm alone. But whatever the case is, I that wasn't the issue. It was just me going through what I was going through personally. But now that I'm back online, much more consistently than ever before, or like I was before, baby, visibility is humbling. You know why? I literally posted, and hopefully I can remember to put this screenshot in. I posted this on Threads this morning. It got 8 views, and then I'll post like a comment on somebody else's. I'll post a comment on someone else's thread and get like 800 likes and comments, and it's just crazy. It's humbling, but I also understand the process. So I laugh. I'm not saying I'm sad that nobody is watching my stuff. Baby, the people are coming. I am fully confident that the people are coming. What I'm doing now is called practicing in public, okay? And if you're watching this video at the time around me practicing in public, I truly appreciate you because I'm learning myself as I go, and I'm also learning myself as I grow. But most importantly, I'm not letting that define me. I'm not letting that stop me. And I'm saying this to any woman who's currently have who has decided to put herself out there, who's no longer hiding behind a cloak. You have gifts that need to be shared, said, then in your online or you're in person. It's not just online, in person. It's okay. You're going to feel like you want to quit. You're going to feel like your worth is tied to those numbers. It's not. Baby, I got a video with 10 views right now. In 10 months, that same video could pop off. Who knows? The people are coming. That's all I know because one, I'm not quitting on myself. And I don't want you to quit either. That's why I'm making this video. I can laugh because, well, I've always laughed at myself. If I fall, I'm laughing. Was that just a blue jay? Oh my God. All right. So I also, I'll find joy in anything, baby. I'll crack up before I cry. But 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 no. In all seriousness, like don't tie your self worth, your value, and especially if you're just starting, even if you aren't, keep going and optimize everything. And don't blame the viewers, don't blame the customers for your lack of success. I always say, in my consulting business, what can you improve on? Exhaust what you can improve on until there's no more before you ever blame a customer, a client, a potential viewer, a potential customer and client. We can't blame them for not being there. They just like which the algorithms will align. The people that are waiting for you are they are there. They are coming. But I don't want you to get down on yourself. I don't want you to quit too early. It's way too early. If you're watching this video, it's way too early for you to quit. It's way too early for you to quit on your dream life. I'm going to get what I want out of this life. Things come to me so easily. When I walk, I literally see money everywhere. It like it got in my way. It gets in my way to make sure I stumble upon it. Good people are everywhere. I speak to the clerk that had a nasty looking attitude when I walked up, but it was because she was having a bad day. And just because I asked her about her tattoo, she smiled for the first time that day. Because wherever I go, I'm going to radiate sunshine, good energy. I love it. It has nothing to do with the fact that I put a post out and I expect the world to flock with me because I think I have some amazing idea. The world, the algorithms owe you nothing. What you owe your only thing is you owe yourself. The point is that you owe yourself. You owe yourself the visibility that you seek. I'm not talking about in a weird way at all, baby. Protect yourself. But if you have something to share, you have something to say, you have something that's going to change others because it changed you. Detach the value from the numbers because you can run a 6, 7, 8 figure plus business and have a couple trees posted on your Instagram. Have you not seen the people who do that? You can show up in real life and get the things that you need and have low likes, low views. Apparently my energy drink just kicked in because I want you to hear me when I say this. Platforms are weird. I know that. But consistency compounds. That's why you have to keep showing up every day. You can have one sentence, rewrite it 8 ways. The first 7 got 18 views total, and number 8 hit off. Don't quit on yourself. Also, I'm not saying your dream life is behind people liking your stuff at all. Point blank, period. But if no one knows you exist, then how will they access what you have? So that's the part of visibility I'm talking about. If you went to no fairs to sell your art, no art shows to rub elbows with other artists, you think you're going to end up in Art Basel? Art, is that how you say it? Art. The galleries need to know you exist. This is not just a social media thing. This is in life. Visibility is humbling. But that's okay. And we know that. That silence, the visibility is humbling. The silence from it, it's going to make you check yourself. So with that said, I had to ask myself, if nobody claps, do I still believe what I said? Ask yourself that. If nobody claps for you, if nobody sees you, especially when you're just starting out or restarting, would you still believe what you said? Would you still believe what you put out? The answer for me is absolutely. I stand 10 toes down. Hey, she hard. And ask yourself this and be honest. If nobody affirms what you're saying, what you're putting out, is it still true to you? And I think that's a very valid question that you should ask yourself and answer honestly, because if nobody affirms it, if nobody affirms what you said, would you still believe it? Is it still true? And that answer should really determine if you should continue moving forward. Because man, nobody ain't responding. Nobody ain't liking my stuff. I took time to post this. Nobody cares, and they don't owe you nothing. Silence for me used to mean like maybe I missed it. Maybe I should have worded it differently. I'm not the best with grammar. I'm getting better as I'm currently learning more. But we got the grammar police online live at 5, and they coming for you. They want everything correct in the correct tense, direct objects in the right place. And I'm like, man, they're not liking it because I did something wrong. If nobody affirms it, is it still true to me? If nobody affirms it, is it still true to you? That's the question you need to ask yourself. That's a question you should ask yourself, and make sure you answer honestly, because that could really determine if you should keep going. Because if you're doing it for other people, they're gonna disappoint you time and time again. Time and time again. And that answer to your question is going to be powerful, because a lot of capable women will post, build, create, but subtly they're measuring their courage against response. And you know that, don't devalue yourself, because you cannot control the outcome of anything. We don't have access to the ins and out of the algorithm. You don't have access to ins and out of the mood, the location, the time. You can try to hack all of those things, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you put it out. Your input is what matters. Your input is all that matters. Show up. Maybe I misspelled something and I'm going checking, just being neurotic and making sure my grammar right, all this stuff like that. Baby, try some more. Put it in a different order. Who cares? Put some different music to it. Keep your spine the same. Now that I've been showing up consistently, um, at this point, baby, just keep building. That's all I can do. All I can control is my input. All I can control is maybe optimizing. Like, for example, if you see at the time frame when people stop watching your video, maybe you need a stronger hook, better thumbnails. Maybe they aren't clicking because the thumbnails suck. I don't know. I'm learning all this in real time and putting it into practice. I'm literally doing my best. I'm doing my best, and I'm if I can improve 1% every single day, then that's what checks out. That's what matters. So, sure, visibility is humbling. Putting yourself out there is humbling. Asking someone for something in exchange for work that you've done, or a question you may have, or anything like that, is going to humble you, because not everybody is ready to receive. But guess what? That doesn't mean what you're doing is a bad thing. They're just not your people. And I built this into my children when they go out to sell their books. Everyone is not your person. Everyone is not your, and that's okay. Get used to it. Reject low numbers. Also online, low numbers don't mean rejection. It's redirection. Low numbers in person don't mean rejection. Just mean redirection. That's just not the person that's going to spend money with you. That's not the person that's your potential client, your potential viewer. It's okay. There are 8 billion people in this world. And at the end of the day, if no one sees what you're doing, it's practice and you're growing from it, which in my mind is what makes you successful. Internal success, internal validation, laughing at yourself, choosing to keep going when it looks like, man, the competition is tough. Who cares? Your only competition is you and the energy that you bring. You're going to be more impactful to yourself than anyone else. Your mindset is going to greatly impact you. So work on it and laugh at yourself. Ain't nobody see my post about visibility is humbling, got 8 views. The irony. And then I made like some nonsense reply or post on something else, and boom. I'm not letting that determine my self-value, my worth, my confidence, my whether or not I continue or not. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, and I'm going for the ride, on the journey. Am I delusional? No. I know that those numbers will matter at some point, but I have to put more skin in the game. How many times have we heard this someone's overnight success took 10, 20 years? Maybe. Now, had I started when I first got my social media account and hadn't and have continued without 5 and 8 year breaks, 5 and 4 and 3 year breaks within, maybe then we could reevaluate. But if you're just starting, don't worry about the numbers. Worry about you, because that's all you can do. Ooh, bars. And optimize from your part. Just get better. That's it. Get better. That's not to say you're horrible. Get better. Try something new. Come at it from a different angle. Maybe the words you're using is landing on the wrong people's feed. Maybe the area you're setting your booth up in is just not your audience. Some of these things are, it's easy to react, it's easy to blame, but it's easier to acknowledge what is and then pivot, reposition. Because what I want you to do is live rich on purpose, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, all the things. I want you to live a rich life on purpose. So if this resonates, please be sure to subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. My name is the Spivey J. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.